microphone. You can hear me in the last rows, yes. Thank you for this invitation. Short few words to my person. I'm a landscape architect and I'm leading my office till 24 years now. And for 2 years ago, I founded with two professors in Potsdam our new institute, Institute of Sport Development. And these are the two offices I'm working with. And I'd like to show you our experience and what we know about the problems and the themes Dr. Neumann just talked about, and I think I do now a little bit repeating, but I think it's not too different. The one who does not take his time for movement now will have to take more time for disease in future. I strongly believe in this sentence from Dr. Flo-Bös. Why? Because to move to less costs an enormous high in Germany. For example, to care about diabetes, we spend, or the insurances spend more than 6 billion euro a year. And if you add the problems back or overweighting, we have to spend more than 10 billions a year. And if these people do not go to their work, the employees, the factories, and the offices lose more than 130 billion euros per year. And this is the reason why we have to react on this problem. Because sitting is the new smoking. The Canadians first saw that, and they founded a program of investigation for moving in sport parks in Canada. Here are a few numbers of how long we do sit a day. For example, my day yesterday, half an hour at breakfast, then sit in the car to go to the office, then sit in my office 6 hours and go to the railway station, sitting 5 hours to come to Prague, then go into the hotel, sitting for having dinner, and so on, day by day, and this is a real problem. These notes you can see here are facts which we know from the Institute because we asked 10,000s of people to know this. And this is something you just told also about. More than 50% of German citizens rather classify their sports activities as recreational movements. And recreational means walking, cozy cycling, running, low effect sport. And if we look at the people with an age over 60, this amount of 50% of the sport doing group is much higher than 60 or 70%. And this shows that we have in overall 85% of all Germans who are doing sports, and only half of all people reaching heat relevant time. So the sport activity they do is too low. So only the half of our population in Germany, and I think it's quite similar to Czech Republic, are doing movements which gives a health relevant, a health effect. And the World Health Organization recommend to do 150 minutes sport or movement a week. That means 30 minutes a day, 5 days, except this weekend, for example. So if the people would do 30 minutes effective sport or movement, then it would be a health effect. You have a health effect then. And what does that mean? Effective movement or sport, you have to sweat. That's all. And if you're old or overweighted and you go for a walk half an hour and you're getting sweaty, then it's okay. Then you've got a health effect. So this shows how sport or movement is organized in Germany. And you see this group here, it's about a quarter, is the sports clubs. I do not know how much it is in Czech Republic, but in Germany, about a quarter of all sport-doing people are organized in sport clubs. The rest is commercial, school, health, and so on. It's the next quarter, but the very biggest group is those who are organizing their sport by themselves, individual. And we have to care only for this group. The rest is organized. This group has no lobby. No one cares about this group. So, thesis for new sport development, what you just said. We know out of our asking that the motive of doing sport or doing movement is several regions in Germany around Berlin is fun. And then health, fitness, wellness, and conditioning. These are the 5 most told motives of doing sport. So, and there are, you just told about it, the transports. You know beach volleyball and you know mountain biking. These both kinds of sports are older than 30 years. They are meanwhile Olympic disciplines. But there are such a lot of more to get fun. I'll show you only a few of them. I have a collection of 50 or 60 transport kinds. And this is disc golf. It's like golf. You walk around and throwing this frisbee into this basket and count the tries. And this gives you the points. Canicross, very new, but they have meanwhile competitions. Gold medal for the best dog. Aqua bouncing, wellness in front, and fun. Ultimate frisbee, conditioning and fun. Slacklining, we talked about it. Fun and searching for the risk, as you can see here. Same. Bubble football, very, very fun kind of sport. You have to try it. It's conditioning, it's fun, a little bit wellness also. Boulder, you know that. Maybe you're doing it. Conditioning and fun. kiteboarding, fun, parkour, conditioning, in front, and fun, but only if somebody is watching you what you are doing. To say, wow, look at me, bouncing, fun. This is only a very small amount. And now let's see where people are doing these movements and sport. 2/3 of the room where we're doing movement and sports is outside. This is what Dr. Neumann also said. And this is, for me, very important as a landscape architect to react on this. Humans attract humans. Sports events are mobilizing crowds of people. You see, these women normally do not that love sports, but when we organize a big cup like this, it's an Avon Cup, and we have thousands of women creeping through the Olympic Stadium into the adventure or experience is more important than the result. It doesn't matter which time I do something, 100 meter run, for example. It's more important to have fun or have an adventure or having something else. Everywhere, fast and uncomplicated. Open the door of your house and having sport and movement is important. Men in suits on bicycles going to work, why not? If the distance is 30 minutes to the office, you have done what you have to do for your health. The stage for self-presentation is the public space. Very important for younger people. So we have to offer opportunities to do that. New ways of communication and technical affairs. Electronic sport facilities for outside. Video games for outside. It's Dutch invention. This here in the middle shows the question. For example, how much is 19 plus 4? And one of those lights here outside shows the answer. And the kid who's on the outside of the right answer first win. And we count points. Also that one tells you what to do. Stop, run, sit, jump or something, and all the kids doing it what the sound said. Very funny for people. The thing here, the most important thing is to motivate to doing something. Motivation. Another video game, in my opinion, this here. There are lights around these squares, and you have to hit with the ball the square, and then you get a point. Conquering of space, lifestyle, and the wish to overcome borders are the results of the sitting performance society. Yeah, the pictures show more than words, but this is what we have already heard from the 2 presentations before. Individualism is choosing the way of movement as to be ensured. Each individual has its own requirement. We have to offer for everybody kind of sport, individual sport, or individual movement, what the individuals are preferring. Space and movement determine each other. This is a short track, and it's clear what you have to do. Run. Nothing else. But if there is another space where you can run, you can also do bicycle, skateboarding, or something else. We have heard about slacklining. Between 2 trees, you can draw this slackline, do slacklining, or having a little ball, playing it over the rope, or just chilling on the lawn. You can do much more things if the areas are gives us more opportunities. Where are the sporting fields or the movement places is very important. It's more interesting to go to interesting places, not to high places. The space of the attract different kinds of people who are interested in sports. Modern lifestyle, modern sports, sport places for every body and for every kind of sport. And what meanwhile is very well known in Germany is that we have the ideal place for these kinds of movement in the quarter. The team here is short distance to get very fast to another place by bike, by walk, or to get to the sport place. This can I overturn because we already heard about that. Example of practical experiences. For example, this is a very small school sport track, only 250 meters around. And the new sports hall here, is here, and go there, is so big that we couldn't design the normal circle. So we have to do this, and that looked like the foot, so I did the toe prints also, and it looked like a foot from above, and there are high buildings above, you can see it, and in the middle there are a lot of possibilities for different ball sport, and here is the 100 meter, and here is beach volleyball, shot put, and so on. In a very, very small place, and it works very well. In the morning, the school is using it, and in the afternoon, the teens and the children come to play ball there. You've talked about Denmark. I do also. This is one of the best ideas in Europe at the moment, in my opinion. It's from a colleague of mine from Overgaard. I know him by person, and this is a wonderful area. It's very close to a sport university like this university or others. And it used to be a very boring 400-meter track and field. And now you can run into the opposite direction, or you can run in a family, yeah? Or here, there is the shot put, this, you know that, what I mean? And it's against the gradient. And when the ball is hit the surface, it's come back by its own, so you don't have to carry it. Or another thing, there are lights in the round, and you've got an app and put in your handy. I like to run the 400 meters in, for example, 60 seconds. And then there goes blink, 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 and you have to follow the light to get this time. The idea is always the same, motivate to move. And this is another kind of motivation to move a little bit faster. This is a running funnel, and you can see the track there, and the gradient is steeper the farther you come into the middle of the funnel. And if you run here, you have to run very, very fast. Otherwise you fall down on your nose or something. And you have to run in a certain, very fast. It's a physical thing, and this works. And if you think about it, I'm very sure you want to try that. Here's another example. Integration in the surrounding landscape is for sure. For example, this field I created for an international school near Berlin. The ground of this school belongs to the border of this lake. And I combined this 400-meter track and field with jogging paths through the forest and making them more interesting because of doing waves in the path. Now I want to see what is behind that curve over there, and I'm running to that next station, and from there I can see, for example, a small hill, and I want to see what is behind the hill or other things on the way while jogging. This is also motivation for doing sports and movement. This is a very, very old sport part of our office, combining the school sport facilities with playing facilities, because in the surrounding there are big living blocks, and I just met a user of this area, and he told me this is such a nice area. We use it now 24 years, and we will use it hopefully the next 24 years also. This is quite a new project, an example. You always see the 400-meter tracks and fields. This is always because schools and sport clubs wanted this, and the government gave money for this. School and sport clubs. But they do not think about the individuals who want to do sport in an unorganized way, because I don't want to pay for the sport club, for example, or something else, and I don't have time at the time when the training is in the sport club. So here we have also, for example, mini golf, tennis, beach volleyball, a jogging paths, a fireplace also, pool, barn, and a playground. A playground with this theme. We are playing sport to show very, very little children what the sport looks like, how does it work. They can run here 50 meters in a round. We have 10 to 20 meters. It's very good for really, really small children. This is another example, a little bit older than we won a competition here, and in the surrounding we also recommended an BMX and skating area. Here is street ball and so on. And they've done this BMX, we call it dirt track. Yeah? And this is fashion at the moment. The pump tracks are very fashion, first of all in Switzerland and Austria. And you can build them fixed with already constructed concrete pieces like this, or in pieces which you can remove again. Put it on the parking place or wherever, on a marketplace in the middle of the town, try it, remove it, and use it next time in another place. This is one of the best examples. It's in Budapest, Hungary. It's done by a very, very close friend of mine, a former employee of mine, who's now landscape architect in Hungary. We were there with my office, and there is everything. There is normal sport areas. There are running fields and has two types of surfaces. This is artificial, with its weak, and it's easier to walk on with no insurance on the legs and the feet and the knees. And this is hard, here again, where you can ride a bike or skate. And this works very, very good. How much time is left, please? Yeah, most of
Okay, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. I tried to show you a little movie of a project we are just working on in Wolfenbüttel, if it's working. As a last example.
The first.
Good one. Where is the movie now? Restart. This is a plan we made to reactivate an old stadium, a small stadium. We planning in three-dimensional way to show the room and to bring the clients in the position to know what the idea is, better know what the idea is. Here is options for movement by playing, and you just saw that electronic game here in my presentation, and there is another electronic game behind in the very beginning of this area. And we have here also the artificial weak, soft tracks, and also the panel. And you can walk around, and you can run when you park your car. You can go into this area on this soft ways and can immediately start your movement or your sport. So this is the normal sport club place, and we have two sides of tribunes. Tribune side. This is the first one. Here is the field, 4 short tracks and 3 long tracks. We have the roof with lucent foliage. We just have talked with each other at the beginning. And now we can see the other side of this tribune where there is beach volleyball and a multifunctional game place. And the roof on the one side and the roof on the other side is a logical conclusion. And in the backyard there is a place for calisthenic. Calisthenic is your body is your weight, and you have to fight against the magnetic field of the earth. Okay, on the other side there is the tribune here, and here's a small artificial grass football place, football field with what I've told you, the electronic goals where you have to hit the squares. This was done by my office 1 month ago. This is really, really extremely fresh, and they wanted to realize this project in 2018. And after this, there are the tennis courts. In former times there were 6 or 8. Now there are only 4 because the tennis boom was shrinking in Germany. I do not know how it is here. We have very good tennis players here in your country, but still Boris Becker and Steffi Graf are not there again. This is a training field for soccer to condition their movements, and it's created by a Premier League coach, football coach. And now comes an overview over everything and seeing how it works at night. Here's the bicycle place. That has to be very big because we want to go people by bike to this cycle to the sport field. The big artificial, natural grass, artificial and artificial also. So, 4 minutes are gone, and I thank you for your listening.